What's going on? What's up, Dub Nation? This your man C Dougie coming to you with a trending topic, that hot topic, that trending news in the NFL. Yes, you see the title. Yes, you see the thumbnail. Didn't want to do a video on it, honestly, because there's so many rumors going out there since we traded for the number one pick. Now with the quarterbacks coming into Charlotte next week for their official top 30 visits for a particular team, there's going to be so much rumor mill going out there, man. We're going to get into it. If you have not done so, please hit the subscribe button for us. Hit the like button. Share the video for us as well. Leave a comment down below on the video so we can get the feedback from you, the people. But like I said, I did not want to do this video, but I have to give my viewpoint and my thoughts on this to the people. You Wassup, the nation. The hardest part for Carolina Panthers to do the hardest process or the hardest thing for us to do as an organization was to sit here and trade from the number 9th pick to the first pick. Honestly, the decision between Bryce Young and CJ Stroud is not hard at all. The hard part is already done. Trading from the 9th to the first. You gave away your top receiver and gave away some draft capital in the future and in this upcoming draft. Really and truly, when you look at it, we were trying to trade up because we thought Bryce Young was off the board. You can sit here and say where you get that from, C. Dougie. You can see it. You can say whatever you want to say, but we were sitting here trying to get CJ Stroud because we believed Bryce Young was going to be off the board. I'm not sitting here and saying the Carolina Panthers are going to sit here and decide to sit here and get Bryce Young. But again, you're going to have the option between two of the top quarterbacks coming out this year. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. Yes, I know people are flipping back and forth. Yes, I've been one that's flipped back and forth as well. But for us to sit here and finally draft our own quarterback, like when we got Cam Newton, the franchise quarterback, I feel like you can't go wrong with Bryce Young, regardless of his durability, regardless of CJ Stroud being from Ohio State. There are going to be pros and cons between these quarterbacks, us as fans. Yes, Scott Fitterer was there when they sat there and drafted Russell Wilson. Yes, Frank Reich likes quarterbacks over 6'3". It doesn't matter which quarterback. Again, Bryce Young does well with pressure in the pocket, like we just heard from my colleague over at Panthers Uncensored. Yes, Bryce Young, you're going to sit here and need to get more protection because of the durability issues or his height or his weight that you have. But with Bryce played in SEC. What do we sit here and say when we watch college football during the season? SEC is what? The most pro caliber players go to the NFL. Not saying all, but this man was able to sit here and play for Alabama, stick in the pocket, sit there and get hit. Yes, he's missed games because of his weight, but it hasn't been a monumental amount of games where it's like 10 games through his season or what have you. It's just more of what can we sit here and really say about Bryce Young? Yo, I mean, like, I'm really sick of it because at the end of the day, we're gonna get a quarterback. Us as fans, I want CJ Stroud, but the more I've watched tape on Bryce Young, it shows that height doesn't mean anything. That man has heart. He's not the biggest. He's not the tallest. But he's dealt with that all throughout his years of playing football. And yes, I understand people sit here and say, oh, NFL guys are bigger than SEC guys or college guys. But he played against these particular big defensive linemen. Yes, his offensive linemen were 6'5", 6'7", 6'8", what have you. The man's not 6 foot, but he's still able to place the ball where he needs to go. With CJ Stroud, yes, he's an Ohio State quarterback. Yes, we know the downfalls of the system of Ohio State quarterbacks coming out. I don't know what that may mean for CJ Stroud, but I really see what he was able to do against Georgia and the college football playoff really showed he needed one game to really display everything on the line. Yes, Georgia won the national championship, but CJ Stroud put that team on his back. He was able to show that he can run around, he can use his feet, he can move the pocket. Yes, I know he does struggle with pressure, but also That comes with a line. Do we really sit here and say Ohio State's line is better than Alabama? No, I won't sit there and say that. But at the same time, they both have flaws. But at the same time, they both have their strengths, and both strengths are different. I do think ball placement is great for both of these quarterbacks. I do think that Bryce does have the caliber of players that he went against is up for him against CJ Stroud. But I'm glad I'm not the person making the pick, because at some point within 3 weeks, we're going to sit here and have some fans that are going to be upset that it's CJ, and some fans are going to be upset that it's Bryce. At the end of the day, we're getting our quarterback, people. It's nothing to sit here and get upset about. Don't read into everything, because the media is going to sit here and have an uproar and have our fan base split because of the decision that Scott Fitterer and Frank Reich have to have. I know there's also been reports out there that Scott Fitterer has going to sit here and ask Frank Reich within 2 weeks of who does he want. That might be okay, because at the end of the day, you're going to have these meetings with these players next week, which I wish I could be a fly on the wall to sit here and see what they're going to do on that whiteboard. If I sit here and ask you, what are you going to do in this type of personnel? What are you going to do if this play breaks down? That's where it's going to come down to. The tape is already out there. This is just an icing on the cake to sit there and have them in your facility, sit there and ask them questions, sit there and ask them, what are you going to do in situational football? Again, 3 weeks are here. We're sitting here about to get our quarterback. Just be patient. I know I'm sitting at the edge of my seat right now. Can't wait till about 8:30, 7:30 my time. The Carolina Panthers are on the clock. The pick is in. The Carolina Panthers had decided to sign blah, 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 blah. The more thing we need to worry about is the second round pick and what we're going to do with the rest of this draft. Don't worry about the quarterback position. We're going to be fine. We're going to take this division. I know I got multiple fan bases on Wassup, Doug, but for my Panthers, in my perspective, we are going to sit here and be the NFC South champions. Tell me what you guys think. Again, regardless if it's Bryce or CJ, we're going to be okay. Regardless of Bryce, size, and durability, we're going to be okay. Regardless of CJ sitting here can't do playmaking or be underneath pressure or not having the caliber of opponents that Bryce has had, we're going to be okay. I believe in Scott Fitterer. I believe in Frank Reich. I believe in Josh McCown. I believe in Jim Caldwell. I believe in Thomas Brown. We're going to be okay. We have a great coaching staff to sit here and help this young man, whoever he may be, to be our quarterback of the future. Also, do not forget about our 2 giveaways this month that we're trying to do, and we will be doing a jersey giveaway here within a week. Stay tuned in the community section for that. Share the video, get the subs up, tell your friends, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, whoever. Once we hit 500 subs at Wassup, Doug, we will be giving away 2 $100 cash outs back to you, the subs, for all the love and support that you guys and ladies have been giving to the channel. As always, we're going to close it out with the quote of the day. Just remember this: you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. One love.